So what I want to talk about is shipping and taxes on whatnot. Shipping and taxes and shipping. Get used to it, get familiar with it, and really just know what you're buying into. Not every channel is the same. Some channels may have $2.50. Some channels may have $6.50. Some channels may have $3.75, $4.75, $2.35, whatever the case is. Pay attention to the shipping. Shipping is the biggest, probably the second main thing out of this whole entire talk that I'm going to have with you. Pay attention to it. Because when you buy one minifig, and let's say that one minifig sells for $17, you got to tack on whatever that shipping and taxes is on with that one minifig. The reasons why I like to buy in bulk is because it really saves you in the long run. You buy one minifig and then you have to apply let's say $5 for shipping and taxes. That $5 is going to automatically go into, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. $21 you've already spent on just one minifig. You may have thought you got a great deal, but in reality, you really didn't get a good deal because those taxes hit you right away. Buying in bundle is probably really the best way to go. You're going to spend more out of pocket, yes. You're going to spend more out of pocket, yeah, you're definitely going to spend more out of pocket. So if you can really work out a good bundle deal with the seller, spending, let's say $30-$40, but let's just say 30, and the shipping and the taxes are about, let's say $6. You know, $30, you're already tapped out at 36. And so, but let's say within that 30, you got like 5 minifigs out of it. You know, that's where really the prices for each minifig really do come into play. You're going to get a lot more at once versus having to pay shipping for each and every little tiny item. And that's the part that a lot of people I think understand when it definitely comes down to whatnot, is because it's like they look back at their bank account and they're like, I had $200 in here, it's already gone. Oh yeah, you'll go through money quick. You'll definitely go through money pretty quick. I don't even want to say how much I had on my account. We're just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, definitely pay attention. Definitely pay attention to shipping. Definitely pay attention to shipping and taxes. Shipping and taxes will definitely help you out a lot. That's really about that. I don't really know what else to really say on that. Just buy bundle is my best advice. Is buy bundle, because you'll really save yourself a lot more money in the long run. And then obviously buying from the same seller over and over, if you're familiar with that seller. Again, I usually try to go for the little tally mark where it has like 1 day and then it shows like a little vehicle next to it. Lately, from what I've noticed when it comes down to shipping, is that usually when that little one with the little van, usually it take that tells me that they might be on it right away, but it also may be about a week until you get your product. And so obviously, the pros and cons of shopping on whatnot, that's what you're more looking at it as. You're going to take a time to receive the product, which means you have to go to your mailbox, and then you have to wait for it, and when etc. The pros obviously of shopping at Bricks and Minifigs is you get it right there and then, but you're paying more out of pocket. You're paying more out of pocket because you're getting it right there and then. And then Bricks and Minifigs, again, because they sell so well in Star Wars clones, that's all they pretty much really have. So you're like limited to what you can really buy at Bricks and Minifigs. And I'm not saying that all Bricks and Minifigs are all created equal, because they're not, because some stores have other better product than others. But the prices are pretty much really about the same. And when it comes down to pricing on whatnot, you're buying it from the person who would probably be walking into Bricks and Minifigs that was going to sell their whole Star Wars collection. So you may hear some crazy prices on whatnot. Some of these people who are really pulling out a used set and selling it for like $300 to $400 for the set. Check your Bricklink. Check Google before you pull the trigger on bidding. this set, because some of these people who sell these sets trying to make a buck. That's all it comes back to. They're just trying to make a buck. A set that sells for $20 at Target, you could probably very well get that set for a lot cheaper. Just do your homework on what you're bidding, because some of these sellers, they don't want to sell the item that they're selling on Whatnot, so they're gonna jack up the price. One minifig, $25. Go on Bricklink. Gosh damn, I could have bought that for like $12. So again, check the prices. Prices are probably your most biggest concern. That's going to save you a lot more money, so you can buy a lot more stuff on Whatnot. Am I going to ever go back to bricks and minifigs? Is part of what this whole video is also coming back to. And the answer is probably not. Probably not. I like receiving the Lego from there, right there and then. I really do. And I went to bricks and minifigs for a good 4 or 5 years, especially getting back into Lego and started collecting and etc. Probably not. I see Whatnot from me buying from other people who are selling Lego. Bricks and minifigs can't beat the price for 4 clones, $15. They can't beat that price. They can't beat that price. From other sellers who are selling their own collection, because you're asking for a bundle, $15 for 4 clones. You won't find it. You won't find that at Bricks and Minifigs. You can't work a deal unless you walk into Bricks and Minifigs and you tell them, hey, I got $20. Let's make a deal. 4 clones for $20. They'll just laugh at you. Because there's not a negotiation. There's not like, let's come to a deal. Each clone in there sells for at least about $8. So, I mean, you will find some awesome deals on Whatnot where it's just like, you know, like, gosh damn, I can build up an army pretty quick if I hit up 25 different sellers on Whatnot. Like, I can build an army very, very quick. Versus you go to Bricks and Minifigs and you're looking at easily a good $10, $12, $13, $14, $15 a minifig. And then taxes on top of that, which is not really a whole lot, but it's a little bit for each and every minifig. So again, the taxes part really takes a big toll on Whatnot when you're buying bulk. Well, let's say bundles. When you're buying bundles on Whatnot, because Whatnot is only going for that one purchase that you made on Whatnot. You bought 4 clones, you get taxed one time. You're not getting taxed for each and every clone that you're buying from Bricks and Minifigs. Now, if Bricks and Minifigs was to combine all that tax into one, then it'd be a completely different story then probably. But it's not happening. You're getting taxed for everything that you buy from Bricks. So far as sets, I continue buying from Lego themselves, flat out. I'd rather receive it brand spanking new. That way, if something happens, well, something happens. But I get not only store credit, but I also get Lego points as well too. So, you know, that also goes against my account. So, you know, it's a win-win with Lego. Bricks and Minifigs, all you do is you build up credit, but your credit isn't really like, oh, you're walking in the store, you buy a $150 set, you get $5 of credit. That's going to take you pretty much, you would have to leave the store to come back into the store to buy another set to get another $5, and that's only $10. When you go to Lego and you buy, let's say $400 or $500 worth of Lego, you're getting a good chunk of points back, which isn't a lot, but it'll tell you down in the very little column of how many points is worth what, and then you take it from there, even if it's $10-$20 usually. And then you still get to scan your little thingy, your little barcodes and whatnot, and then you get extra 25 or what is it, 20? 10? I forgot how many points there are now. I think it's 20 points. And you just rack up the points on top of that. So there's so many ways about it, but you really just pay attention to the shipping. And it's kind of really hard sometimes because, you know, you got to really like click on that little tiny button where it says shipping and taxes, and it'll break it down all to you, but each channel is different. So will I ever check out eBay? Chances is probably not. eBay just seems like it's too outdated. Even though I know that there's a lot of people that do go onto eBay and buy from eBay, but me personally, I don't see myself really going on eBay. To me, it just feels outdated, really. I like to be able to actually see what's shown in front of me. Like, oh, this is what you're buying, this and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's got a tiny little crack here, or this is what's missing from it. Because you know what you're getting right there and then. You're not beating around the bush and waiting to show up, and it's like, oh, this wasn't described. It just seems slow. It just, when you were on Whatnot, and then it's like, it's crazy. Whatnot is very addicting. It very much is. It's very addicting, especially late at night, like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., because it seems like the shows are like more alive. Some have lights, some have horns, like I said earlier. You know, they seem more engaged. Like, these are the people who work graves and are selling stuff at graves. You know, it's like, you know, these are the night people. I have seen channels that are up to like 2-3 o'clock in the morning where these guys are just constantly selling, and there's people still on there too. So, you know, definitely works. But yeah, that's all I have to say.